medical records, right? And this is dated at the hospital '09. Past medical history, it says I have asthma, right? When that is incorrect, that is false. I do not have asthma. I have no problems with my respiratory. I have no problems with my health. I have no problems with mental issues. I don't take medications. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of this stuff, all right? So do you understand? In real time, and I'm documenting it, right? Tampering with evidence, and it's not the doctor's fault. It's those people with radio low frequency activities that keep shocking our heads. So in reality, because God sets somebody up for greatness to live a great life. So in reality, disease and illnesses shouldn't even be. So now where's the root of the cause of the problem? Misdistribution of attention, right? This is why we have police, military, border patrol, with corrections, building, landscaping, harvesting, constantly teaching and learning every single language, spreading the good word, always constantly bringing understanding with educational demonstrational videos. So now we're seeing our service members just sit on their ass, toxifying their own ideas that they want to believe and make themselves believe, just to adapt to shit over a shitty narrative and shitty life that everybody obviously doesn't want. Don't bullshit yourself. Not even a mile away, there's people in old homes when there's no reason to be. No, literally. I want you to really reevaluate yourself. Everybody must be building, harvesting, correcting, cleaning our water supply, engineering, caring for the oceans every single day, mopping, sweeping. Even if that road's brand new, you're still going to sweep every day. Business moves fast everywhere around the world. Wind collects harmful debris. We're breathing in air from the Middle East. So when you see, defects, birth defects, what does that say? It's because we have tons of people misdistributing their attention, and it's not where it needs to be. When we need everybody caring for our foods, caring for all of our consumptions, because we aspirate, we heal, we grow. And we all bear the same fruits. And we all heard together, everyone in the world, we all heard together how they were speeding up the reproduction cycle in our livestock. And it was innocently a solution at the time, because we were lacking farmers and those wanting to put in that work to reach the masses. And then their food weren't being harvested and planted. Landscaping wasn't being kept up with. So the animals started to get sick. There was a lack of animals. And if the environment's poor, then they don't want to produce more. And that's why you see birth defects, right? and we see it in our food harvest, ourselves. Your environment that you're surrounded by affects your overall health. This is why international relationships must always stay strong everywhere in the world. So we can all constantly, always friendly remind each other why it's important. Education is very important because there's work to be done. New life produces extremely rapidly. And now we have some fucking idiots in low frequency radio harassing the public, shocking our heads, and trying to intimidate, wrongly profile, tamper with fucking evidence. They already tampered with evidence on tickets that were already paid off for. I'm Mr. Roman from the Bible. Get that right. They're doing it on purpose over time. I don't know what the fuck they create mess purposely for a reason to just be up people's asses or something. I have no idea. But it's wrong. When you need to be building with corrections. So you see no crime, you see no toxic shit. And then on the tickets that were already paid off for, supposedly it said that I haven't paid them off, and then it had somebody else's name with all of my information of birth and social, but it had somebody else's name. It said Raymond, and this was retrieved from database, on law enforcement database. And the lady said with confidence that nobody has access to tamper with government software, when clearly it's false, because when I printed out, when they gave me, the DHS gave me the tickets that were unpaid off for, supposedly, it had my date of birth, my social, and my name. Very correct. With the citations, everything was correct. Oh, but when I go pay the tickets, it had a different name. And then when I'm getting threatened by God knows who, and I literally am anxious and I fear that my life is going to be, put in harm's way, and I'm in pain physically, and I want to be treated, I shouldn't have to feel like I have to record my hospital visits for my own safety, for evidence. And then you saw proof that they were trying to mind control the doctors and make them forgetful when I tell them my date of birth, my information, and they can put words in people's mouths. When you get interrupted and you didn't mean to, you knew exactly what you were going to say. When you're feeling breathless and shortness of breath, when you didn't have to because you're perfectly healthy, that's being implemented on purpose. Some people are hype beasts, some people just believe in medicine, when in reality, sickness can become extremely rare. So you gotta put everybody on their fucking place. Everybody must be under healthy living standards and be kind to one another. And it's through the motion and cleaning and these daily activities in the motion that have your body speaking to itself. I knew what I was gonna say, you see? It'll have your body speaking to itself and saying, hey, I care for myself. I want to take care of myself. and that's why you see your glow up. But do you understand as I'm speaking and I know exactly what I'm going to say? They put words in your fucking mouth. How do you like that, dude? I just have to ignore it so everything won't fucking rot in the world. See how I'm talking? And some fucking stupid ass idiots just keep on fucking talking and harassing, and then they make up lies just to get away with their stupid ass mind control. They're gonna say everything and anything. They're gonna say everything and anything. That's what I was gonna originally say, and that's exactly what I was gonna say, but they made me say everything and everything. They made me say everything on the second time purposely. They're the stupidest people that's ever lived, and they're gonna burn in hell for what they're doing. What happens to what's in front of you happens to you. Every single time. And of course they're gonna try to get away with all of that dumbass shit. That communication's coming from somewhere. And I know how to fucking find out with everybody how to catch them. We all remain sticking to our roots, building, harvesting, caring for one another, great environment, any software, limit the use, just not to do that spectating shit or whatever the fuck they're doing, or tampering with phones. And we just use a software to educate, learn, read the fucking room, or else everybody in the whole world's fucked because of these fucking handful of idiots. And they're working with labels behind entertainment. They throw birds up. Any sound picks up their stupid ass shit talking. They try to finish off your sentences too. You know how the phone is like recording my movement, recording this, and then when you play PlayStation, and then they're doing something like that. But I already dished out every possibility that I could think of. Don't be impulsive with this, because then chances are you're gonna get somebody completely innocent, or somebody that was being provoked just to look guilty. Everyone building, harvesting, everybody doing healthy, constructing new roads, landscaping, doing all that good stuff, educating, learning every language, and just enjoying life. That communication's coming from somewhere. No assuming. Same thing in the medical field. What were we taught in school? Never assume.